number one, I always understand that when we get to COP, we don't even understand what the government is talking about in COP. So how can we leverage on your pre-COP to understand what Nigeria is taking to COP? Like what my daddy just said there. Sometimes I have to dig deep, ask in the ministry to know what Nigeria will be doing. But everybody cannot do that. So if it's going to be in black and white, to publish it or put it in the media for everybody to know, okay, these three components is what we are going to be talking about. And the interesting thing again is that I might get crash an event in COP that I will be boldly to tell them this is what my country is looking at and they are talking about. And who knows whether somebody is looking at supporting the ministry or supporting the government with finances to support that kind of activity. That is one. Secondly, we also noticed that most time during COP, the agenda of Nigeria in the pavilion is somehow not clear to civil society. And the kind of, now that we are going to be having a sort of climate justice alliance, is it possible for us to use that opportunity to showcase the local actions young people, elderly people, indigenous people, women are doing in Nigeria? And the government look at the institutions that can come and listen to what is going on. And that's why most times when institutions want to engage with civil society in Nigeria, you need to take some sort of confirmation from the ministry. And it now turns to us and say, we don't know these people. And actually, this person is actually doing great thing on ground. And like I said also, we still have so many organizations, so many initiatives that is happening on ground that we don't know. And it's actually turning to investment for different sectors. So that's another area that I think is also very possible. Then the last one is, how is the ministry taking stock of civil society organizations in Nigeria? Do we have database of organizations working on forest, working on different issues in Nigeria? With now that we have the NCC, I think it's a good way to start having the database of all these, both network, individual organization, even experts that can do. I was just asking the question that in Nigeria, do we have anybody that have the expert on talking about carbon offset? Because it's a big conversation that is going everywhere. And if you want to engage private sector, that is one of the biggest issue they will be talking about. So in that line, I think the so-called climate justice conversation will be more clear to the ministry and the CSOs. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So, okay, Dr. Shishi.